How you doing, food lovers? It's Englishman Foodie. This is going to be a bit of a trial and error. I put this out to a vote and the one that won just nipped in. But I still want to know about the other ones. Steve, we're not understanding you. It's Heinz beans. It's the celebration of Heinz beans. We've got different tins of Heinz beans. I asked you, tell me what you want me to do with the risotto. Today we're going to have a bit of a trial and error with the risotto. I don't know how it's going to come out. I've done risotto before and I've watched many people and I've eaten risotto before from Italy, in many places in Italy. Steve, do you think the Italians are going to like Heinz beans with the risotto? Do you remember the one? Heinz beans, pick up a tin of beans and say, beans means Heinz.
Mum, Johnny's going off around the world.
Before tea?
A million housewives every day pick up a tin of beans and say, beans means Heinz.
When will Johnny be back from going around the world?
Ooh, not till well after tea, I suppose.
We might as well eat his beans then.
I think I'll go round the world tomorrow instead.
A million housewives every day pick up a tin of beans and say, beans means Heinz.
Come on guys, let's start. I don't know how it's going to go. It could be a fail, but then again, it could be a success. Come on, let's have a look. I've got it here. Sit down and let's get into it. The vote was between 5 beans. What was it? Oh, the plain one, but I said we're not going to do the plain one. We're going to put it on toast or something like that. Chili, pork sausages, which was a strong contender, and beans, and barbecue. So, which one won? 5 beans won it. So, all the rest are going out the scene. But what I want you to do in the comments below, give me some ideas how to do those other beans. I don't just want normal, the plain one. We can do a normal on toast with an egg or some cheese. I used to do that in the old days. Did you do that, guys? I'm gonna have an experiment now, because it's not the usual way to do risotto. But let's experiment. First of all, we've got to get the heat on. Everything with risotto isn't fast, it's calm. So you got to get the stock going. Let's. Most people would be prepared, but I'm not. I did. Let me just go. Obviously, we're going to use the Heinz 5 beans as an element to go into it. Onions, pancetta, because we're staying Italian today, guys. It's all Italian. Stock. I'm going to use this for the first time in my life. Italian garlic from Knorr, but it says it's Italian garlic, and it's with some herbs, Italian herbs. That one I love to use. So that one is pancetta, onions, some butter, Italian olive oil. Let's put everything here. We're gonna get packed up. Italian olive oil, risotto Italian, wine, bianco, Italiano, and that's it basically. So what we're gonna do is get the stock on the boil. Always have the stock ready, boiling on a slow tempo. That's the most important thing. So let's put that in the pan first. I use boiling water to do the stock, so it shouldn't be far away. That's on heat. We're going to put some butter in the pan to get that going. That's only because the pan was quite cold. A little bit of olive oil to stop it burning, because we don't want burnt olive oil. I'm going to move you over there in a minute, guys, so don't panic. You're going to see everything. I just wanted everything melting a little bit. So pancetta, we're going to do, that's ready. And the 5 beans. What I'm going to do is sieve out this in a second. So let's do the onions first. the. How's everything, guys? How's life with you? That wasn't supposed to come out, but the first fail. So that's my onion ready. I'm going to open the beans. These are I either love them or hate them. What I want to do is drain out the sauce into the pan. But come over here and I'll show you everything. Okay, as you can see, guys, I'm going to put the pancetta in now. The important is the stock, to have it nicely boiling all the time. So let's cook down the pancetta. Make it a little bit crunchy. We've got olive oil and butter. If you don't have pancetta, obviously you can just use bacon. I'm going to get rid of the sauce from the beans and let them drain off a little bit. So let those drain for a little while. Going to put the heat down a little bit now. For the onions, because important, the onions, you don't want to cook the onions, you want to sweat them. All you're doing is sweating down the onions, so you get that lovely mixture of the butter, the pancetta, olive oil. Just cook them gently. It might take a little bit of a while, but the rewards are really worth it. Let's just put this up a little bit more. So really we're just sweating them. It's going to take a little bit more than obviously you used to. Probably you just used to fry onions and get them cooked. But this just sweat them down gently with the pancetta, so all the flavours come in together. So let's do that for about 3 or 4 minutes. Stock is nicely boiling. It's on the heat all the time. I'm just going to sweat the onions down a little bit and come back in a few minutes. So everything's really sweating down nicely. The onion's important, look, you put it down. I don't want them cooking fast. Just want them just gently cooking away. And then what you call them, like melting sort of, and just sweating them. And the important thing is to get the stock ready. Don't think that you're gonna put the rice in now in a second. We're gonna put the rice in. Don't think that, I've got to do the stock. No, you want to do it. Let's do it step by step anyway. So what we did, the pancetta in olive oil and butter. Then we chopped up onions. We're sweating down the onions. Obviously the beans and we have to take out the sauce of the beans because we don't want to saturate the dish with all that tomato, even though it's really good. So what I did is a stock with garlic. I had some chicken stock from before, so I just used that and some herbs in it. Then we put the tomato in it. So let's carry on, guys. So it's been about 3-4 minutes now, look guys. It's everything sweating down. We'll put the rice in now. Just really a cup full of rice. And just go gently with this now. You want to incorporate all that lovely pancetta juice and the onions and the garlic So really you want to incorporate all that lovely butter and olive oil and the pancetta and the onions. You want everything to absorb in there, because what the rice does, it just sucks everything all up. You want it to toasty, they call it in Italian. You want to toast the rice a little bit. This is arborio rice, so it's really a lot firmer than. Oh, I reckon you could use the other rice because I've done it before now. Just gonna put it up a fraction. I've got a glass of wine, so put a little bit of glass of wine to start off with. We want the rice to be a little bit drunk so they don't know what's happening to them. Now I'm going to put the flame up a little bit more because we want it to absorb, but absorb it really slowly. The rice would just soak everything up and burn off that little bit of alcohol. There you can see, guys, the rice is flaring up now. It's absorbing all that wine. A little bit of stock in now. Don't leave this, guys. This is the only dish really that you can't walk away from. You've got to stay with it because you've got to. You can't let it go dry. The rice is absorbing all that goodness. So it's got the stock of the beans, tomato, some herbs, a little bit of chicken and garlic. You can notice, guys, how creamy it's getting. All that rice is absorbing that lovely stock, and you're gonna just keep on adding little bits to it all the time. Not too much. You don't want to saturate the rice. Just give it a chance to absorb all that lovely stock and the bean sauce in there, tomatoes. Actually, surprising enough, in that it's called five beans. I think it is. It doesn't have a lot of tomatoes in it. You have 5 beans. It certainly looks really lovely and creamy. Just slowly adding the stock. Make sure that it gets all absorbed in the rice. And the rice is touching all that lovely pancetta. There's not much difference between pancetta and bacon, so you can really change it to bacon if you feel like it. Just we're sticking to all Italian rice, Italian olive oil, that's even Italian butter. Just the beans are a little bit different. They're English. Little bit of stock. You really need a lot of patience for this dish. You just got to keep on adding to it all the time. Letting it absorb it gently. Look how creamy it is. If you want a quick dish when the kids are home from school, don't pick this one. This is a gentle dish, and you put some soft music on and just gently absorbing the stock. You need a lot of patience for this one. I think I'll put it up just one more snot to But you don't want it too fast, because you'll just burn the rice at the bottom and it'll be completely ruined the dish will. Let's leave it for a few minutes. Okay, you can see that's come lovely and creamy now. We're going to put the beans in. They've been drained out, but they've still got some of that stock left in them. Ooh, that's mixing in nicely. This is the first time I did it with these. In fact, I've seen nothing like this on the internet with Heinz beans. I was fancying doing the chili one, but I'm afraid the vote came for the 5 beans. Little bit of stock. So let's let that cook down a little bit more. We need everything to absorb, because that had a little bit more juice than I'd like it. But I couldn't drain all around the beans. They've got a lot of juice, so we need to get rid of that. We need everything to absorb now, the rice, and the rice to bloat out a little bit. At this stage, guys, mostly you're just gonna keep on adding a little bit of stock. The way I do it anyway. I'm sure Italian chefs do it different. Check the rice. You want it a little bit al dente, but you don't want it too hard. Italians have it quite al dente, but it's come really creamy now, so I think it's just time to stop putting the stock in and just let it absorb everything inside itself. It was quite interesting using the beans, because what they do, Italians, they use a lot of dry things with it. Like the only thing I've actually seen is broad beans. We've used that baked bean, so it's got like quite a wet element to it. It's very close now. I think it's almost done. Let's just leave it for a couple more minutes. We want it nice and creamy. We want to get rid of all that liquid. You can still see a little bit of liquid in there. So let's leave it for a minute or so, and we're back to it, guys. Hey, we're back. It's ready. It's lovely and creamy. Took most of the juice out of it. It's still al dente. Still got a little bit of creaminess to it. I tell you something though, I wish there was smelly vision, because this is gorgeous. The smell is fantastic. It's So we got onions, pancetta. Look at it, it's beautiful. Exactly how I want it. Little bit al dente, the rice. We've got the 5 beans element to it. Pancetta, onions. We've got that tomato element as well. I mean, don't forget that had tomato sauce in it. So that was a stock. Little bit of chicken, garlic, Italian herbs, and then we had the element of the tomato. It's going to be hot, guys. I love pancetta. The best pancetta I had was in Pisa, and it was a strange meal, because we just got off the train. It was a sort of, not a train, a connection from the flight because you fly into Pisa, and it was a weird connection thing. And I turned up in Pisa about, I think it was about 11:30. Everybody was closed, except this little kiosk. Anybody been to Pisa? There's a kiosk in the middle of, not up by the Leaning Tower, by the station. And he was closing and putting on the chairs. So I'm starving. Can you do anything to eat? He said, no, we close there. Do we close there? And I said, nothing at all. I said, can do you risotto or something small risotto? I said, okay. Oh, it was the best risotto. Probably because you needed like the guy to concentrate on it a bit. So he wasn't busy at all. It was got nobody around. It was 11:30 at night. He wanted to close, and we had a good chat as well. Hey, I've got some vino. This is from Lidl. I'm good. People said to me, Steve, are you being paid by Lidl? No. Actually, they didn't. They never answered my email. I said to them, this is Bianco, Italian Bianco. It's one of the cheapest. Actually, I found it one of the best. It's cheapest, but it tastes good. I sent them an email to say, can I walk around with the camera? I like to do that. Perhaps I shouldn't ask, because sometimes I got denied, like I did one in Msida. I don't know, what's it called? Kebab factory. I can't see the point. I just said, oh, just to let you know, I want to take a little bit of it. No, you can't. What? I'm promoting your place. I'm going to buy a breakfast. I don't want anything free. No, I'm sorry, I can't allow you to. I can contact the boss, or you have something in writing from a little, anyway. We're doing risotto today. Don't get me started. The rice is lovely and creamy. Pancetta from Lidl is always lovely from there. It's 5 beans from Heinz. The Maltese onion is quite nice. I love that. That's very nice. Have a little. Gives you a dry throat though, guys. You've got to get a glass of wine nearby, just in case. 5 different types of beans. Onion pancetta. Little bit of wine in there. Don't forget that. Tomato. Little bit of really stock. Do whatever you like. But I can taste that garlic from Knorr. That's a success, guys. I love it, and I'll do more of those. But tell me in the comments, what am I going to do with chili beans, pork sausage beans, and barbecue beans? He's alive, that one, eh? This was lovely. That was a success. Try it out, guys. You need a bit of patience with it, because don't get too, don't have the heat up too much. A little bit of stock every so often, just to keep it absorbed, because the rice wants to suck all that juice in, and then gets rid of all the rubbish in the air. So it's absorbing all the stock inside it. It wants to do it slowly, because rice wants to grow very slowly. It's taking in the pancetta, taking in the taste of the onions. It's taking in the taste of the stock. So do it nice and slowly. When you see it like absorbing a little bit, add a little bit more and a little bit more. The slower the better. And the onions, I give you some advice, because I made a bit of a mistake when I did a risotto quite some time ago. I did the normal sort of onion. You just put it on, fry it as fast as possible. And the onion gets a little bit sort of bitter. And it can't take it in this dish, because it'll show it up straight away. You'll taste that sort of bitter, burnt taste. But this you just need to melt it slowly, sort of, just make it sweating. I think that's the word. Sweat the onion, just slowly, slowly, slowly. I did the pancetta first, because I wanted to do it a bit fast, so I could just make it like a bacon. But if you put it after, you get a chance of burning the onion, so don't do that one first. But I'm happy with this. This tastes lovely. Beautiful creamy rice. And the beans make a nice difference. Lovely. All the best, guys. Follow me on the next video. We're trying to do, I'm trying to do two a week, but I don't think I've got a chance because I've got the other channel. I'm Englishman in Malta, by the way. The links are all below. I go around Englishman jokes as well. Now, I'm having a go at everything because YouTube sent me a message that said, we'd like you to make more shorts, these short things, but on my Englishman in Malta, they didn't seem to like them very much because they didn't get a lot of views. They say you can get millions of views, but I didn't get a lot. But I did 1 or 2 on this channel, and I might do it again. Anyway, this was a success. It was a lovely 5 beans risotto. Take care, everybody. See you soon, Englishman foodie. This is lovely. Tell me, guys, chili, pork sausages, and barbecue. Comments below. This is one of my best. Rice is lovely and creamy.